Mic check 1 2. You hear me? 144 back again. Uh. Run it back, run it back. Yeah. 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 It's time to lead the enemy desolate. I'm heaven sent. These niggas just on some extra shit, and I ain't impressed with it. Could you kick that bullshit to the left of it? Hey, look, you can't deny this excellence. I use this mic like weaponry, and I've been seeking more clarity. Right now, I'm ready as I'll ever be, rugged as I ever been. The devil knocking at my door, I'ma let him in. Cause I'm a worthy adversary. Pour them liqueur laced with rosemary. It's time to grind, ain't no time to tarry. Take one of mine, get your soul carried. I got them worried, plus these niggas full of estrogen. They fickle, they false. Got a big ball, so end up in the real issue. Fuck with my brethren, I deal with you. Yeah, look, it's getting real official. Seeing how them bitches can cross you, and how they still twist you. It'll hit you, they peel a tissue. Them others weak, my brother's been sent to the deep. So tell me, how can I turn the other cheek while this wicked world trying to smother me? Something gotta shake, I'm gonna cry it out. Time to gird up my loins and ride out. In my soul, I feel devastation. In my eyes, I see desolation. On my door, death is waiting. But I don't want to see no more desolation. I said I don't want to see no more. Hey, in my soul, I feel devastation. In my eyes, I see desolation. Out my door, death is waiting. But I don't want to see no more desolation. But I don't want to see no more.
Beat the cops, beat the ops, beat the motherfucking eyes. I'm the one. Why you think that I've been rolling with a cod? Your little arms is too short to hotbox with God. French is long, team strong with them. A gun, die would die. Tired of these fake snakes, crooked Nate to oppress Jake. No pressure makes diamonds I won't break on this crooked landscape. We gon' make some shake, so I ain't got time to argue with you fucking reprobates. While these crackers getting richer when we raise the crime rate, and they hunt my people like gorillas and some primates. So we in these streets trying to raise a brother's mind state in every concrete jungle, from Cali to the tri-state. I buried brothers over beef that they couldn't squash. Blood in the streets, brains out like galosh. I trust the cracker when I mix that squash. You listening to real niggas, dog, who can't be bought. Whoa. Why you think I go so hard? Cause this world's fucked up, nigga, I've been scarred. PTSD, brothers can't drop their guard. Every day some bullshit, you gotta weave and bob. There's no facade, so every day I'm on my job. It's time to send these devils to the land of Nod. Cause when I lost my religion, that's when I found God. So when I lost my religion, nigga, I found God.
In my soul, I feel devastation. In my eyes, I see desolation. On my door, death is waiting. But I don't want to see no more desolation. I said I don't want to see no more. Hey, in my soul, I feel devastation. In my eyes, I see desolation. Out my door, death is waiting. But I don't want to see no more desolation. And I don't want to see no more.
All right. Shalom, Israel. Shalom Yahweh Shem Shabbat to all the brother. Shalom Yahweh Shemai Elatab Shem Shai to all the sisters. Right, today is the ISUPK Sabbath service out of Arizona. Priest officer Victor Razan holding it down for today. Today, as the title says, we're going over the filthy and polluted city and what that is in the Bible. We're going out of be reading out of the book of Zephaniah in the third chapter today. And basically, we're going to go over, what, the reproof, the correction that that Israel's going to have to receive for the Most High, right? And things that we've done, by not keeping our end of the bargain, who we've paired ourselves to, and who we look to for help in this world. You know what I mean? It's you're kind of heavy today, on topics like that for the day. You know what I'm saying? Because Israel, we've definitely fallen off. You know what I'm saying? We only in this situation because we chose not to hear the Most High. We chose not to keep our end of the bargain, to uphold our end of the contract. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is going to give Israel his correction, whether you want it or not. And so it's not really a choice if you want to get the correction. You know what I'm saying? You could deny it right now. You choose to stay on the drugs, choose to be a whoremonger, choose to be a whore, whatever you want to do. Continue to choose those, not listen to the Most High, but eventually you're going to get corrected. Israel is going to get corrected. It's just that's the bottom line to it. And you think you'll want that, right? That's what shows that the Most High loves you is correction. You know what I'm saying? Nobody doesn't correct you, nobody doesn't love you. Now, how many times you didn't see somebody go out look on something like completely weird and just like, where was their friend to tell them no? Right. Nobody's not telling you no. You do something stupid. They don't really care. They don't care nothing for you. But those that care for you will tell you to your face, hey, that's dumb, that's stupid, don't do it. Now you can then choose to do it if you so choose to. Just know that somebody at least told you no. You know what I'm saying? You always got to have that person beside you. So nobody really wants a yes man. You know what I'm saying? That's a last thing you want. That's the last thing you want in your circle, right? Somebody who's only going to say yes, right? So no further. Today we're going to go ahead and get into it. Get to the prayers. Right now, everybody, margin extend. Upon Hakidan, this is turning face to east. All right, we'll get into the prayers, starting with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Thanawa, Lakam, Call, Wayam, Yawam, Wasalakinawa, Kabwatinawa, Kasalakinawa, Kabawatinawa, Wala, Tawayanawa, Manasaya 1, Abal, Hawashinawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'ata Pa'ara, La'awalonyum, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Baba Kasha. Mathanawa. Hakak. Call Makala. Wakal. Madawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamata Zarayim. Hakak. Lakwayam. Matthew. Hakak. Arakawa,
Arakawa,
Hatama'ala,
Hatama'ala,
Lagar Shan,
Lagar,
Bashimi Awashai,
Basham Yahushai,
the Wada Aman.
the Wada Aman,
The copy part in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh,
The name Yahushai.
the name Yahushai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the
power to heal all manner of sickness,
the power to heal all manner of sickness,
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
the power to raise the dead,
the power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean spirits,
the power against unclean spirits,
to cast them out.
to cast them out.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
All right. Psalms 121 in English. Asha'ah. It's like it in Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah,
Ayanya.
Ayanya,
Aharyam.
Aharyam,
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah,
Isaiah.
Isaiah,
Isaiah.
Isaiah,
Ma'ai.
Ma'ai,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Aisha.
Aisha,
Shemayim.
Shemayim,
Ba'arataza.
Ratasa,
Ayathan.
Ayathan,
Lamawat.
Lamawat,
Ragalka.
Ragalka,
Ayanawam.
Alyanawam,
Shamarka.
Shamarka,
Hana.
Hana,
Ba'a.
Ba'a,
Yanawam.
Yanawam,
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah,
Yashan.
Yayashan,
Shawamar.
Shawamar,
Yasharala.
Yashala,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Tazalka.
Tazalka,
Ayat.
Ayat,
Yumyaka.
Yamika,
Yawamam.
Yawamam,
Hashamash.
Hashamash,
La'a.
Ba'a,
Yakaka.
Yakaka,
Wayarak.
Wayarak,
Balayila.
Balayala,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yashamarka.
Yashamar,
Makal Rai.
Makal Rai,
Yashamar.
Yashamar,
Athna Pashka.
Afna Pashka,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yashamar.
Yashamar,
Taza Athka.
Taza Afka,
Bawa'aka.
Wawaka,
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aika,
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai,
I will love.
I will love.
All right, in English, I'll lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes unto the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming
From
in
this time forth,
from this time forth
even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
All right, got what's it? All right, Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
all,
all,
Damayalaka,
Yamayalaka,
all Thakarash,
all Thakarash,
all
all
Tashakwat,
Tashakwat,
all
all
Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awyabika,
Awayabika,
Yahama,
Yahama,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
all Imaka,
Imika,
Ya'ai,
Ya'ah,
Rayamwa,
Ariyamwa,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Bayatha,
Wayatha,
Ya'aitazawa,
Ya'aitazawa,
all Tazapawanyaka,
Altazapawanyaka,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Manakakidam,
Wanakakidam,
Magalia,
Magalia,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yashrala,
Shem Yasha'ala,
Awada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nava
Nawaitazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Barya,
Baryath,
Yakarathwa,
Yakarathwa,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
it's like Ahaya,
Ahoya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashma'aliam,
Wayashamalia,
Mawa'aba,
Mawaba,
Wagaryam,
Wagaria,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Waimawan,
Waimawan,
Waimalak,
Waimalak,
Palashak,
Palashah,
I'm Yashabya,
Angeshubya,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labanyam Lawat,
Labanyalawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Ashalaham,
Kamadyan,
Kamadyan,
Kasaya,
Kasayat,
Sarah,
Sara'ah,
Kayabyan,
Kayabyan,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Kayashwan,
Koyashwan,
it's like Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Bayan,
Bayan,
Da'ara,
Da'ara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
Adama,
La'adama,
Shatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Yatmawa,
Yabmawa,
Ka'irab,
Kairab,
Wakaza'aba,
Wakazaaba,
Wakazabak,
Wakazabak,
Wakatazar,
Wakatazal,
Mana'ai,
Mana'ai,
Call,
Call,
it's like Nasayakamwa,
Nesaya Kamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Nayarashah,
Nayarashah,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Ath,
Ath,
Na'awa,
Na'awath,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
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 Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Regalkala,
Kagogala,
It's like a Kagogla.
Kagogala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Raka.
Lapanya Raka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Taba Ira.
Taba Ira.
Wakala Haba.
Wakala Haba.
Atalahat.
Atalahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Tharadatma.
Tharadatma.
Basa Iraka.
Basa Iraka.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapatka.
Wapatka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Waya.
Waya.
Bakashwa.
Bakwashwa.
Shumka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Baharwa.
Baharwa.
Agiai.
Agiai.
Waya.
Waya.
Kaparwa.
Kaparwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Abatwa.
Abadwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Daiwa.
Daiwa.
Kaya Ata.
Kaya Ata.
Shumka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
The Badgood.
The Badka.
All you one.
All you want.
All call.
All call.
Ha'aratazah.
Ha'aratazah.
All right, Psalm 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
And be not still, O God.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off from being a nation.
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
The name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembrance.
For they consulted together with one
And
consent.
they have consulted together with one consent.
They confederate against thee.
They're confederate against thee,
The tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab,
and Hagarim,
and the Hagarenes,
Gebal,
Gebal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah.
do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera,
As to Sisera.
as to Jabin,
As to Jabin.
at the brook of Kisan,
At the brook of Kazan.
which perished and endured.
Which perished and endured.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
And then was like a red,
Make their nobles like a red.
like Zeb,
And like Zeeb.
yea,
Yea.
or the princes of Sabah,
All their princes as Sabah.
and as Zalmunna,
And as Zalmunna.
who said,
Who said,
let's take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
houses of Yahweh
the houses of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God.
make them like a wheel,
Make them like a wheel.
as the stubble before the wind,
As the stubble before the wind.
as the fire burneth the wood,
As the fire burneth the wood.
as the flame setting the mountains on fire.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
To persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest.
make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame.
that they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That they may know that thou,
That they may know that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high of all the earth.
art the most high over all the earth.
All right, got the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai,
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Micah Allah,
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Allahayim,
Wa Alahaya.
Wa Matazabi'ah,
Matzabya'a.
Alawap Yahana,
Alawap Yahana.
Ha Alawapium,
Alawapyam.
Hasaranyim,
Hasaranyam.
Akwata Zayanyim,
Akwata Zayanyam.
Akar Yayim,
Hakaya Yalyam.
Waha Wakyim,
Waha Akwatyam.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai,
Hashem Yahweh Shai.
the water Aman.
Sawada Aman.
All right, in the English, bless you Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh.
and Yahweh Shai,
And Yahweh Shai.
and Michael,
And Michael.
and the angels,
And the angels.
commanding during Yohana,
Commanding General
the
Yohana.
generals,
The generals.
the captains,
The captains.
the officers,
The officers.
the troopers,
The troopers.
and the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
thank you, so be it.
Thank you. So be it.
All right, sorry why I shove you. Turn to be seated. It's like, can you give me another water?
Of course.
All right. So like I said, we're gonna be in the book of Zephaniah chapter 3 today. We're gonna be reading out of what I. Let's say we're gonna be reading in the book of Zephaniah. I'm getting the first 7 verses in the Hebrew. I'm kind of skipping out on that the last few, but we're gonna get back to what we should be doing during the Sabbath service, right? So give me a little bit as I get these down in the Hebrew get these first 7 verses in Hebrew real quick. So we got it's like Hawaya, Mara'ah, Bub Wanaga Allah, Ha'ayar, Hayawan. It's like Hayana. Verse 2. La'a. Shemaiha. Shemaiha. Bakwa. Bakawa. La'a. It's like La Quakak. Mawasar. Bayahawa. La'a. Batakak. La'a. Alahaya. La'a. Koraba. Verse 3. Sharia. Bakwa. Baraba. It's like it. Bakwa Rabah. See. Aryawath. Aryawath. Sha'agim. Shapatya. Zarad. Zaabia. Irab. La'a. Let's see. Garamwa. It's like La Bakwar. Verse 4. Ban. Ya. Pakat Yum. Pakaz Yum. Anashya. Bagad Wath. Kahanya. Kala Wath. Kwadash. Kamaswa. Tharwa. Verse 5. Yahweh. Tazat Yak. Tazat Yak. Bakwa Rabah. Bakwa Rabah. La'a. Isha. Iwala. Babakwar. Mashapat Wa. Yahan. It's like your thun. La Awar. La'a. Na Idar. Wa'al. Let's say Wala'a. You would die. Let's see. Iwal. But Bashath. Verse 5. No, it's like verse 6. It says Hakarat. See. Hakar Thaya. Gawanyum. Nasha. It's like Nashamwa. Pakwa Wa. Pakwa Panawa Thumb. Ha. It's like Harabat Thaya. Kawa Tazawa Thumb. Mabal Ya. I will ball. It's like I will bar. Not to that Wa. Are you home? Are you home? My ball you. Let's see. Ayash. Ma'ayan. It's like shop. Verse 7. Amar Thaya. on ta ya aya iwathya the quatya mawasar wala yakarath ma'ai wana call ashar paquat paquat thaya Alya, Alya. Let's see, Akan, Hashak, Hashak Yathwa, Hashak, Hashak Yawathwa, Call, Al, Al, Alaya, with thumb. All right, so those are the first 7 verses, Zephaniah 3:7. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. So Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 1 is in English. All right. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city. And that's where we get the day title from, the filthy and polluted city. You know what I'm saying? This verse is talking about Jerusalem. You just know we're talking about Jerusalem, talking about all of Israel. Right, so this is what the Most High is telling Israel right now. He's coming, saying, "Woe to that! Woe to that filthy and polluted city." It's like everybody know, woe means destruction. So Most High saying destruction to that filthy and polluted city. And he's about had enough of everybody not paying attention to him. Right, verse 2. She obeyed not the voice. She received not correction. She trusted not in the Lord. She drew near not to her God. Right? I'm saying that's what we've done most since we've been in here, right? We have not drawn close. And just like in today's, what is happening this time, we did not want to draw close to our God. We want to do what the heathens did. You know what I'm saying? That what they did look easier, look fun, looks like something to be a part of. I'm saying, because it was just easy. It's easier to not serve your God, to do the things that your flesh would want, than to do what your God made you. We can, you know what I'm saying, just Ecclesiasticus 12. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 in the Apocrypha. Right, we go to verse 10. Right, you get a precept to that. First precept is to verse 10 says, "Never trust thine enemy." That's a big thing right there, right? We in the U.S., you know what I'm saying, in this country that we're in today, we trust our enemy. You know what I'm saying, after everything he done did to us, you know what I'm saying, you gotta not rock the boat, you know, as way it said. I'm saying anything he do bad to you, gotta just accept it. It's a filthy thing, you know what I mean? To trust thy enemy. You know, same people that bought us and sold us into slavery, and sold us in slavery all across this country, across the North, Central, and South America. We're supposed now, after all they did to us, just turn on and trust them and give them, you know what I'm saying, our absolute trust, and that we can trust that they'll do better by us when they've shown to do just the opposite. So as the Bible says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So he might seem nice, you know what I'm saying, he might might bring some coffee or some donuts to the workplace. You know what I'm saying? He might give you some pointers on how to get a better position in the company, or how to make yourself look better. But just know that the instant you stop being what he thinks you should be, he's going to hate you. Even then, even if you still think what you should be, he's still going to hate you, and that's not going to change. Like he hates you, and it's only going to show later on, right? I'm going to go to verse 11. Where it says, though he humbles himself, right, as I just saying, he might bring you some donuts, bring you some coffee, might give you some game on the job for it to, make you look better for the hire your boss so you can get more money. and go crouching, right? You know, he's gonna bow down. You know, who's ever seen a tiger hunt?
Oh yeah.
I said they go crouching. You know what I'm saying? They sneak up on you. You got some.
No, constant. I've seen a tiger hunt, sir.
Oh yeah, you seen tiger hunt. They come crouching. They're very sneaky. And so they're gonna blend in with that grass. You know what I'm saying? That you're not gonna be able to see them, right? But yet take good heed and beware of him. You got to what you like to say, keep your head on a swivel. Keep a close lookout, man. You might take some infrared goggles with you. to see through the grass. You know what I'm saying? Or you might just have to cut your grass short. We know snakes, you know what I'm saying? What they say? You got a lot of snakes, cut your grass short. You know what I'm saying? Those snakes will be, you want to see the snake through that tall grass. You gotta stay and beware of your enemy. You know what I'm saying? Keep close eye on that white man at your job, on that African at your job, that Asian man, whoever's not your brother, even your brother. You know what I'm saying? Keep close eye on them too. You know what I'm saying, because if he's joining you with your enemy, then he's your enemy. He's chosen a side. He chose to side with them, side with his brothers. Right, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Now, you've been. It says like the looking glass. Like think of your mirror. That's what it's talking about. So you know when you're in the shower, right? And the mirror gets all foggy. You're in the shower, you take a shower, and the mirror gets foggy. Now you're not gonna be able to see nothing on the side. You're not gonna be able to see a reflection, right? You gotta wipe that away. Or your glasses. You got glasses fog up. You can't see. I can't see with my glasses. So I gotta take these off or wipe them off. Right. But to that point, I can't see nothing. Right. Same thing with that mirror. You can't see a reflection. You wipe away. You know, what I'm saying, that fog. Right. Same thing with this enemy. You know, so you're gonna wipe away that fog and see that he's always been your enemy. He's never been your friend. That's the most I was telling you that you know you'll see that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. That rust is there because what we know about iron. Iron is going to rust. Is what happens. You out in open, you know, that weather condition, it'll start to rust. You have to keep, you know, a sword clean, or a sword with rust. It's just what iron, steel, is what all that does naturally. So most I'm saying, just as your iron with rust, he's going to eternal. He's going to show himself as your enemy. It's only a matter of time. Now you can quicken it by asking certain questions, see how he's going to react, or you can just take a time and see when he's going to choose to reveal himself. Because some of these devils will play the long game with you. A lot of them aren't going to play the short game. There are some that are going to play the short game and tell you exactly how they feel about you. Stay away from them. But there are some who think they can get some out of you. They're going to play the long game. You got to be your friend up to the time where they don't need you anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you always got to be aware. And that's why our brothers and sisters suffered. You look in like the music industry, right? They thought that they was going to be getting rich, having all this money, not knowing that the white man like screwing them on those 360 deals. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why antennas still end up broke. Right. You know what I'm saying? Look at Chuck Berry was still performing to the day he died. Why? Because he really wanted to. He didn't have a lot of money left over. They took all his money. When you go on tour, you shoot videos, you rent whatever for whatever you need. They're taking that money that they get from your album sales, taking that out of that check, and then give you what's left over. You're like, what happened to all my money? Well, you want this expensive music video, you want this expensive tour, this and that. Well, this is the leftover. We had to recoup the money back from you. That's what they do. That's what they did for years. That's why a lot of people are going the independent route lately. This is why more people, if you're independent, make more money than people who are on labels, because you're getting the majority of your money back. It's not going through. You know what I'm saying? For instance, you got Young Money, right? You know, Cash Money, Birdman, all of them. They're all under Universal. So before somebody let's say Lil Wayne at the time, before he can get his money have to first person to get their money would be Universal. Then Universal is get their money. They're gonna go down to the executives and owners of Young Money, Birdman, whoever else is on that top with him. Then they're going to split down whatever little bit is left from that money to give to the rest of their artists. That's how that works. And so when the company don't need you anymore, like we seen with Bobby Shmurda, he thought the label was going to have his back when he went to jail. They find out they was like, nah, nigga. but what we'll do is make money off your music while you in jail. And that's showing that he thought they would do something. He thought that they would protect him. And saying he couldn't find out they won't. That's him believing that he had friends up there. They're never your friend, right? And of course, I think it was verse 12. Let's go to verse 12, right? Set him not by thee, lest he have overthrown thee. Right? You can't put these people next to you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to overthrow you. They want to take your position. It's all in their history. When they want power, they'll kill for power. They will kill you. It's all over their history. It's all their history. It's all over their shows and everything. Like saying who's like like the Borgiers. You know saying who that fake Christ image we get from. They will kill each other for power. You look at all the Middle Eastern shows in history, they would kill their brother or sister for power. That's what they would do. It's no saying you cannot be next to these people that have power and they don't want to take it. And especially you being a nigga in this world, being a spick, you know what I'm saying? You can't have power over them. They will find ways to take that power from you. And all while smiling in your face. Making it seem like they're your friend. Right? You got to be aware of things like that. Like set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. As I said, he want to take what you got. Right. You know what I'm saying? Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. Like the Most High is telling you, getting your game right now. You think you're supposed to be loving everybody. You're supposed to love everybody. Listen, you can't love everybody. Everybody's not for you to love. These people that are here, they're not for you to love. They will. They're saying, listen, I'm sitting right here. He's sitting right here. He's gonna want to toss me out my seat to have this seat right here. Right. I'm saying he wants the power. Just like when the niggas have this land, he can't take this land. They thought that they can have lunch with him, have dinner, show him how to survive over here. He ain't wanted that. He wanted that for himself, so he can kill him, put him away. So yes, someone add?
It's like if I could, sir. You know, what's crazy is like the whole, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown me, he stand up in thy place. That goes right back to that China Mac chink that actually wants to be a so-called gangster and claim that he is New York and he's actually issuing threats to a black man. I don't give a damn if the black man's not in the UPK or not. That goddamn chink is a wash bucket piece of scum.
It's like you gotta watch the language. Like we don't get the shit taken down.
What I meant to say was I misspoke, sir. I meant to say he's insignificant.
John, yeah, guys, like you want this? No, they'll come and take this video down. Fly
the same thing with what's his name, Marshall Mathers. It's like we let everybody in have part in our culture, and what do? They get close to us or they get near where we were, and now they want to claim it for themselves like they're the originators. And they're just imitators.
Right.
It's a lot.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was like I was watching the video just last night, right? Of it's some channel called Self, and it would just what part of this channel does that they take people from different type of different but similar type of sports. And then see if they can like learn the other person's sport or thing, whatever they're doing. Right. This particular one had aerialists, right? The ones who be in the air with the little hoop, they spinning around doing the poses in it. And they took them and they matched them with breakers, break dancers. But they didn't have any brothers or sisters to represent breakdancing. Even though they started with us, they had two Asian men and a white woman to teach how to break. And all they said was like, oh, it was started in the Bronx. not giving eating credence to who started it. You know what I'm saying? This is what they'll do. They'll take those who are just mediocre or just so what we do and make them shine. It's like, see, everybody can do it. Everybody can be good. But not us though. You're not gonna be able to put the same flair we put on it. But they don't care. They just want your spot. They want your position. As most I say, you know what I'm saying, you can't put him next to you, or you know what I'm saying, he'll seek to overthrow you, right? And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. You know what I'm saying? Remember what the Most High said about these people, man. They're only here to destroy you. They don't want to be your friend. None of that. All right. We're gonna hop back into we're gonna hop back into what you call it? Yeah. So going back to Zephaniah 3, right? Going to the third verse. Her princes within her are roaring lions. Her judges are ravening wolves. They gnaw at the bones to the marrow. Right? They says her princes as roaring lions, her judges as ravening wolves. These evening wolves, as evening wolves, they gnaw at the bones to the marrow. Do me a favor, give me the definition of evening. You know what I'm saying? And say they gnaw to the bones. They gnaw not at the bones to the marrow. Right. So they're going to take everything for all you got. Now, they say your bone. They're not content with just eating you for a little bit. They want to gnaw at you to the bone. Even at the bone, they're gonna keep eating until they get all the marrow out of your bone. These are greedy people. These are people that the most are talking about Israelites right now. Her judges, I'm saying they're taking all our money. Like, look how our people that in power positions are in positions of power today. Look at what they do. They don't help us. They help make things to make it hard for us. But they get money. They, you know what I'm saying, get money and they profit off of us. Even a lot of people say we got to put more of our people in positions of power. Why? What have they done? We have our people in positions of power for a long time now in this country. What have they done? I'm saying what they have, like the Black Caucus over there in the Senate or the House, wherever. What have they done? What do you think about? What have they done for our people? You got
it's a lot, sir. You want the definition first?
Yeah.
This is the definition of evening, and this is Merriam-Webster's dictionary. The latter part and close of the day and early part of the night. Chiefly southern U.S. and midland U.S., the period from sunset or the evening meal to bedtime, the latter portion or the period of an evening's entertainment. If I could, sir, what the Black Caucus has done is literally make themselves look stupid. If you just observe the two words Black Caucus, it's like an oxymoron, like jumbo shrimp. It makes no sense.
Right. Not here. No, they literally done nothing. Like, so we've had black people in positions of power for a long time now. You know what I'm saying? Let's say we start from the last 50 years. What have they really accomplished in the last 50 years? I'm saying what's the of our people have they improved in the last 50 years? What have they done? But you know what I'm saying, like evening wolves, like they'll wait till evening to know at you. You know what I'm saying? That's all they've done. All they've done is eat us. And they're taking the white man's money to do it. You want to add something up?
Like, if I could, like the so-called Black Caucus and all of the Israelites that want to participate in the societal rulership of these Edomites is truly an amazing thing, because not only have they've done nothing to advance us, all they're really doing is helping our enemies destroy us. Because whenever they make, like, if you just look at that one brother who's like one of the mayors over there in New York, and his position on crime is, I'm going to stop it, I'm going to stop it. And you could just feel the codification come up off of him. Shaven face, shaven head, suit and tie. Like, it's amazing how people don't realize, look at all of the nations that wear a suit and tie like the white man. Everybody's voting and claiming that, you know, America could be their enemy or they could be cooperating. Meanwhile, everybody's wearing suit and ties. That's to show, like, well, they've all taken on his culture. So,
right. We can keep reading. Verse 4. Her prophets are light and treacherous. The prophets are light and treacherous persons. Her priests have polluted the sanctuary. They have done violence to the law. Right. The people who are supposed to look after us, right? People supposed to be our watchmen. These people in positions of power, like your senators, your representatives. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the other positions that they got within Congress, right?
right.
They're supposed to be there to help make lives better for Black people.
Right.
They have done nothing. And actually, let me ask something. What has Maxine Waters done for Black people? You guys say, what did she do?
Well, what she did was she put the Black woman who wants to behave like, if I can say this, sexually deviant in her promiscuity on a pedestal, as though the promiscuous Black woman is the one that should be worshipped and looked at and revered, and we should model our little daughters after. It's a lot. All
right. So basically, basically what you're saying, she helped our women look like whores.
Come.
All right. What is she done positive for our people? Anybody got nothing? Nothing. She's done nothing positive for Black people. She spoke a lot. You're wrong. She speaks good. I've heard that she speaks very well. But speaking well don't get you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Speaking with as much you want to go there and speak with such with such charisma. You know what I'm saying? Speak with such confidence in yourself and everything like that. What has it done? Now we know that people in the world, that's gonna draw them in, because our people are gullible to anybody. Our people are gullible to sweet nothings. That's what people are gullible to, sweet nothings. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to hear. Like the most I say, you know what I'm saying? Our people tell us, don't tell us harsh things, tell us sweet things. That's what our people want to hear. You want to hear the hard things that are going to make you change. You want to hear the things that makes you feel good. Right here, our people that supposed to lead us, these treacherous people, our treacherous prophets, like our pastors, they led us astray. And they said done vital law, they led our people against the law. They made our people turn away from the law. That's what they've done. They watch themselves. They don't watch us. They watch themselves. They make sure that their pockets are full. Make sure their pockets are fat. You know what I'm saying? They make sure that, you know what I'm saying, that they get to come up and you can't. That's somebody, oh man, how you get what you, or how you get the business and things like that. Well, no, but I can't tell you for free, brother. I got to pay me some money first. All right, let's say I pay you the money. Well, but I really don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's going to create competition for me. But it's okay to have competition from the Arabs and Asians that have stores in your community. Right. As long as our people, that's why people have got to pay. As long as you're making money, fuck everybody else. Slack it for my language. Everybody else. Now I'm keep going. Verse 5. The Lord, the just Lord, is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not. But the unjust knoweth no shame. We can get right there. The unjust knoweth no shame, man. Listen, you asked a brother, you know what I'm saying? I told the brother, years ago, before he came to the truth, and he was walking around with a shirt on. I was like, bro, can you just put a shirt on, man? Listen, I ain't trying to see your chest all day. Well, so just you ain't never seen the man without a shirt off? I was like, that don't mean I want to see with your shirt off. I'm saying, put a shirt on. Not that difficult. You know what I'm saying? Well, of course, you tell women the same thing. Well, it's my body, my choice. Well, I want to walk around, and show her ass and her titties and everything off like that. She should do just that. And they push it more on our sisters, on our women more to do it. I'm saying? Anything they want to make look cool or make sure it makes you get past it, they push it onto our people first, which our people are not going to go just do the utmost with it. You know what I'm saying? We like to just go the extreme sometimes. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. White people just take things and just run with it. Our sisters do the same thing. They have no shame in the way that they dress, the way they post their pictures. And then they ask, you know, saying, why can't I get a man? Well, all the men love it. Like, listen, you're just something that's just visually pleasing. That's it. But no man really wants you. Everybody already seen you. You know what I'm saying? One woman said, "What is my body supposed to be a treasure?" Yes, it's supposed to be a treasure. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why would you want everybody to have that treasure? Why should everybody be able to see it? The same thing here. You know what I'm saying? But the unjust know no shame. Those people do those things. They don't have any shame. Those people who rob our people. You know, I'm talking about our people that do it. They don't have any shame to do it. They think that they're cool. They're going to get away with it. Then they're going to sit in church on Sunday and praise and like I'll praise God and I worship God. Then tomorrow they're going to go and hurt their people with pass some law. It only makes life tougher on us. These people they don't have any shame. They don't look to correct themselves. Right. Anything that they do, and that's the problem right there. That's the problem that we have to get away from. You know, knowing that we have to correct each other. You have to correct yourself. You have to humble yourself, man. Have some shame about you. There's nothing wrong with shame. The right shame, though. Don't have the right shame. The right shame to make sure that you're doing it what the Most High wants you to do. Every time you do things, you think like this is what the Most High wants you to do. And if it brings shame to you that you feel like go against the law, then don't do it. Right. That's the right type of shame. But these people they don't have that. It's far from them, right? Verse 6. I have cut off the nations. Their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste, that none passeth by. The cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is none inhabited. Verse 7. I said, surely thou wilt fear me. I said, surely thou wilt fear me. Thou wilt receive instructions, so that dwelling should not be cut off. Howsoever I punished them, but they rose early and corrupted all their doing. So verse 6 is telling you what the Most High has done to Jerusalem. Made it desolate. Cut off the towers, you know what I'm saying? Cut off the nation. He's like, that's kind of done with y'all. Y'all not doing what I want y'all to do. I'm going to make your streets waste. No one wants to come by. I'm going to destroy your cities. And all that. And nobody's going to be, none of you will have it again. You'll think hearing that, you'll be like, man, yeah, you should do what the Most High says, but instead, do the exact opposite. You hear the warning from the Most High, and decide you're going to do what you want to do anyway. You know what I'm saying? We're going to jump to the precept, Amos 3, 1 and 2, right? There 2, check. All right, so this is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt. Now, this is the precept for we were just at in Zephaniah 3, 6, and 7. The Most High said, hear this warning. Hear this word that the Most High has spoken against you. The Most High is warning our people, giving you warning of what's going to happen if you don't change. Listen, you have to listen. You're either going to change because you want to. You're going to change because the Most High is going to force you to change. But you're going to hear these warnings today. Verse 2. Only have I known. So like you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Listen, everything we've gone through as a people because we've gone against the Most High. He's only ever known us. It's like when your kid go outside, you tell your child, "Come in before the street lights come on."
Yep, man.
You see the street lights come on, get your ass inside.
Yep.
Now, if you want to, Stay outside past what she lets men on if you want to. Because your friends were outside too. Come to that door. See what happens. You were warned when you went outside.
Right.
You was like, listen, come on for streets, let's come on. So streets like, come on, get inside the house. You decided you want to stay because your friends stayed out past street lights. Listen, to any parent, that's not a good enough excuse. What did I tell you to do? I told you to be in past. I told you to be. So you see that street lights come on, get inside the house. That's what I said to do. Now I sitting there getting a whipping, you're sitting in the corner, you can't watch TV, but whatever the punishment is, now you're being punished for what you did. And you say, my friends, those not my kids.
Right.
I don't know those kids. Those I don't care what their parents told them to do. I only know you because you're my son. Most sides the same way. F what everybody else is doing, right? Most sides what the Most High tell you to do. Like you said right here. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Now, people will say, like, but didn't he create everybody? He did. But he chose only one group of people. But he told you, make sure that you are inside. Don't go out when see the street lights come on, get inside. You decided that you didn't want to do that. So now, as a people, we're facing the consequences of not coming in when we see those street lights come in. Come on, because we're gonna do what our friends do. As a parent, I tell my kids, I don't care what your friends do. I'm not their dad. I can't decide what their parents decide to do with them. What I can decide is what I do with you. You know what I'm saying? As anybody who's a parent knows, your kids will be quick to bring up what their friends do. It don't matter. Once I sit right here, except for not, he's giving us a warning. We decided we want to do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? What's some people say? Oh, so you want to be grown now?
Oh.
I remember I heard my mom said to my sister, I ran for cover. The way my mom said it, looked at my sister, so you want to be grown now. I was like, let me just get out of here. I don't want to be caught in the crossfire. Because I would be caught in the crossfire. It's like, but my sister, I gotta get it too because she did it, and I was like. It's like, well, you're the oldest. I'm like,
if I could,
yeah, go ahead.
I think it must be a Judean custom that if one person getting a whooping in the house, everybody that is in the vicinity of that belt has to catch it. Of that switch, if you are visible, you suffer. So
thought process is
you called out of the attic. Come down here. You know.
Why didn't you stop it?
Yeah.
It's like I look at my sister like, God, like but I love my sister though, you know what I'm saying? Right, we keep going. Right. Going back to Zephaniah, right? Zephaniah chapter 3, we're gonna hit verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I raise up the prey for my determination to the greater nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. I don't know if y'all really want it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you really want that from the Lord, you know what I'm saying? He said, you know what I'm saying, listen, those other nations, they got to pay. You know what I'm saying? They kept us out past the street lights. You know what I'm saying? They thought that we wouldn't get in trouble for it. They thought they're not going to get in trouble for it. Most I said, look, he's going to gather the nations up. Once again, I thought God loved everybody. I thought when Jesus come back, he's going to bringing love and peace to the earth. I thought God loved everybody. Now this is a future prophecy, right? This has not yet been done. This is one thing that's going to come to pass, right? The Most High said that I may assemble the nations to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with my fire of jealousy. All the earth should be under the fire of the Most High's jealousy, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the Christians see when they read this Bible. They obviously don't read these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You think Christ come back to love everybody. Christ is coming back to kill everyone everyone that has harmed his people, and there's people that have not turned to serve the Most High. Now, us in UPK, you know what? We pray that all of Israel turn back to that. All of Israel has to suffer. That's what I pray for. I want my people to make it. I want my people to suffer. You know what I'm saying? That fire that the Most High is going to bring to this earth. Well, like we say all the time, America's heading towards World War III. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? It's being painted right in front of your eyes on the news. You at the door?
Nah, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just going for another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's being painted right in front of you. The Most High is moving all the chess pieces into place.
Right.
It's right there. We see it. And these places are going. Listen, we see it in America. America's falling. I don't know if y'all know. America's not as great as it used to be. America's falling. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's now trying to fight to get out of the U.S. dollar, currency wise. These one of the things that are happening. It's coming. Will it be this year, next year, 10 years? We here would not say. We don't know. We'll say that it's we see the puzzle being put together. Right, verse 9. For when I turn to the people, for I will then turn to the people a pure language, that they may call upon the name of the Lord to serve Him with one consent. That's what we do in the UPK. Right. That pure language. That's that Hebrew that was taken from us.
Right.
That's why you go back and learn the Hebrew, so you call upon the Lord's name in a pure language.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, at one point in time, everybody only spoke one language on the earth. It's written here in the Bible. At one time, everybody spoke one language. And here we'll tell you that that's the Hebrew, because what did Abraham speak? Hebrew. Jacob, Isaac, and Jacob also spoke Hebrew. Our ancestors, the Israel, spoke Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's our language. That's how we're going to call together most like one consent. That's when we read our prayers. When we read prayers, you know what I'm saying, during the Sabbath service, that's what we're doing. We're calling for the Most High. We're asking to destroy this place. You know what I'm saying? We want Him to bless us and to come help us. We do it under one consent, and that we do it as one voice. Is what we're doing as one body. That's what we do. All right, keep going. Verse 10. From beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my supplements, even my daughter of my dispersed. That's like suppliance. So from beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my suppliance, even the daughter of my dispersed, shall bring mine offering. In that day shalt thou not be ashamed for all my doing. Therefore, it's like wherein thou hast transgressed against me. For then I will take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in thy pride, and thou shalt no more be haughty because of my holy mountain. Right. So people see the Ethiopian thing that we're not saying we're pro Ethiopia, right? The Most High is going to spare Ethiopia. That is not true. I'm saying we're going to go back. We're going to go back just one chapter, right? To Zephaniah 2.
12, sir.
Con.
If I could.
Con.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 12. Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword.
Read that again one more time. You know what I'm saying? Slowly for me.
Sir. Ye Ethiopians.
Who?
Ye Ethiopians.
Con, go ahead.
Also, ye shall be slain by my sword.
Protected.
Slain.
Helped.
Slain.
Given a shield.
Slain by my sword.
That's what Ethiopia is going to be faced because what they've done to us. Listen, they're going to be slain. The influence of what's about it. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people like to say that there's that the so-called Jewish tribe over Ethiopia that just said, see, you got Jews over Ethiopia. Those are not our people, man. They say some other churches are in Ethiopia. Once again, lies. They do these things to make sure that they don't put the focus on Israel and where we were. You know what I'm saying? It's all lies of the white man. You got to kind of cipher through, right? Right. Continue to verse 11.
I'm sorry. Verse 11. Sluggy. You want me to start at verse 11 or go down to 13? We're in
It's like, yeah, go to. No, if you could just read verse 11 in the chapter 3.
Okay, come. Sluggy. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 11. In that day shalt thou not be ashamed for all thy doings, wherein thou hast transgressed against me. For then I will take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in thy pride.
Right. So we're going to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 6. Just let me know everybody got it. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. 1 second.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 8, verse 6. But to us there is but one God, the Father of whom are all things, and we in him, and one Lord Jesus Christ, by whom are all things, and we by him. Howbeit, there is not in every man that knowledge. For some, with conscience of the idol, unto this hour eat it as a thing offered unto an idol, and their conscience, being weak, is defiled. But meat commendeth us not to God. For neither if we eat are we the better, neither if we eat not are we the worse. But take heed, lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak. For if any man see thee, which hast knowledge, sit. Yes, sir. 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 6.
Allah.
Yes, sir.
Allah. There's 1 Corinthians 6, chapter 6.
Oh, it's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6.
1 second. Start at verse 9.
Come out of what kind? The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God?
God, no, don't you know? Right? Listen, this tied into verse 11, right? Zephaniah 3 and 11. You know what I'm saying? That those are transgressed against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You can't be unrighteous and think that you're going to make it to the Lord's kingdom. You know, that thought process has to be out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? You can't even afford to think that way. Keep going.
Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind.
Right, stop right there real quick. Most of us break down a list right now of those who will not inherit the kingdom. These are things that you cannot be, and think that you're going to be able to go into the kingdom. If you're any of these things, you would not make it. Not my words. Most of the words of the Most High. Words are written in this Bible. People talk about the Bible is misogynistic. Listen, Bible's not misogynist. The word only thinks that because the Most High tells you what you can and can't do. As if the boss at your job don't tell you what you can and can't do. And people think, oh, because I work for myself. Well, guess what? If you stream on Twitch, there are laws, there are terms and service, things that you can and can't do. You post videos on YouTube, there are things you can and can't do. If you sell anything off of Etsy or any of these Amazon, there are things that you can and can't do. Everything you sign has terms of service and agreement that you have to agree to. Right? So you think because the Most High that's the case, right? You can't post any kind of like streaming sexual pictures on Facebook. Right. But would you call Facebook misogynistic? Would you? Wow, you wouldn't. Sir. You wouldn't, right?
Wow, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It's just you're picking because you want to continue to revel in your wickedness. Right. Most I said you can't do that. That's why you're giving. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's giving us this right now what you can and can't be. Said you can't be a fornicator, right? Right. You can't be an idolater, or adulterer. Now just know this is for men and women, not just one way or the other, right? It tells in the Bible says that a man cannot be effeminate. Right. You can't be an effeminate man. And think that somehow you're going to be able to serve the Most High. He don't want you. He doesn't even hear your prayer. Right? Or it says, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. This is for those men and women who engage in homosexual acts. Just for the LGBTQA LMNOP community. That's for them. Except for those who say that, dude, don't worry, God loves you. He loves you. No, he knows your heart. God knows that your heart is a filthy, disgusting place. That's what he knows. That your mind is disgusting. Your heart is disgusting. That's what he knows. Continue to verse 10.
Verse 10. Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God.
Right. Stop right there. These are all things that you cannot be. This includes men and women. Those things. People think that because the Most High gives women things that they can't do. If you don't know about the Bible, like it's more so the men can't do more things than the women can't do. Why? And why is that? Gotta.
It's like if I could, sir, because the daughters of Zion are not called to be prophets and do the service of the Most High.
And what else besides that?
Because the woman is the weaker sex.
See, not only that, but more specifically, because the way that the household is structured, the man is the leader, right? The man is called to lead, right? You're supposed to lead your household. That's what you're supposed to do. So because you're supposed to lead your household, you're restricted more what you can and can't do. Because the people behind you have to follow what you do. Right. If you're out there being no good, then your woman and your kids will be no good. Right. This is the reason why that kind of evil has to be put out of the midst of Israel. Right? We seen it with the cat who you go read the book of Joshua, who took the gold and the clothes, the garments from the spot they weren't supposed to take to. And when they found out who it was, not only did he die, his wife died, his kids died, his sheep died, all his cattle, everything he had to be burnt and buried. Because that man brought evil to the place. And if he did it, his wife would do it. If his wife would do it, his kids would do it. And the animals, just better just wipe out anything because we want those. I don't want your animals, correct to my animals. It better just do away with this whole place. He brought evil upon us. These people who do these things, right? Who are thieves, who are covetous, drunkards, means like you can drink. You can't be out here getting drunk every day. You're getting drunk every day, you got a problem. You're smoking weed every day, you got a problem. What are you running from? What are you hiding? those demons are on you. They're causing you to inch closer to death. You don't be one of the things when the Most High comes. They say revilers, extortioners. And I say how many people are extortion stealing from their people? These people in these high positions, so all they do is extort their people. What you got?
So like you, sir. Every Christian pastor, every reverend, bishop, all the Catholic priests, everybody outside the UPK that collects any kind of money from our people are all extortionists. That includes all the gangsters, so WAC 100, all the Crips and Bloods, everybody.
Right. Where do they get this from? A lot of them get this from their oppressors.
Oh, sir.
I'm saying, who knows about the Italian mob, right? And they will, Italian mob would like tell people like, oh, pay us some protection money. You know what I'm saying? Some games that do that shit too. Like, yeah, pay us money to protect your store. If you get out my store, man. Listen, those people like, get caught doing these things. Get caught eating swine. The Most High comes back, you're going to be put to death. Don't be doing any of these things. You can't do any of these things inside the Most High. All right, we're going to go jump back to Zephaniah. Right, verse 12.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 12. I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of the Lord.
Right. We are the afflicted and poor people. We are afflicted and we are poor in this country, man. We are not, we're not where we should be. We're not as healthy as we should be. None of that, right? But we're going to jump for precept. We're going to go to Matthew 5, right? Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 5, right? Blessed are the meek, for they should inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they should be filled. Listen, man, that poor that's left there, that meek, you know what I'm saying? It says in chapter 12, verse 12. Saying that's us. That's us. You know what I'm saying? The meek, the ones who are small amongst them. You know what I'm saying? Who thirst at the righteousness of the Most High. You want to do His will? As I said, I will leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people. And they shall trust the name of the Lord. You trust the name of the Most High. You see, got this righteousness. You'll get your salvation. That's promised to you. The Most High promised to you that he's not a man that doesn't. He's not a man as us who does not keep his promise. Why are we in a position right now? Because he got this promise. Don't do what he says, and you'll be destroyed, basically. But same time, I'm gonna leave amongst you those who will seek me out. Those who don't got a lot. A lot of brothers in school don't got a lot. I don't know if y'all know that. A lot of brothers in schools don't a lot of brothers in school not making 6-7 figure jobs. You know what I'm saying? What did Christ say? You know what I'm saying? The rich man, you know what I'm saying? It's easier for a camel to pass through a needle than the rich man to serve the Most High. We're going to make it out of here, man. We're going to, you know what I'm saying? But Most High is still with us. That's why He left us here, so that way somebody's always there to call upon Him, and we're going to help put our people back to where they're at. That's our job now, because our leaders that's above us have failed at their jobs. We're going to verse 13, right? The remnant of Israel shall do no iniquity, nor speak lies. Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. So this is what we'll end the class with this, right? Maybe we can keep going. You know what I'm saying? This is part of the correction the Most High is going to give at the corrections, right? This is what we're going to be able to get. You know what I'm saying? When we do no iniquity before Him. Not gonna be able to lie. I'm saying they shall feed and lie down. None shall make them afraid. We're not afraid in the school. We don't lie down for anybody, but we will continue to serve the Most High. Verse 14. Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel, be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. It's a joyous thing to serve the Most High. It's a joyous and beautiful thing. And these are things that we're going to be able to get, right, for serving our God. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep down. I'm gonna finish out to verse 20. The Lord hath taken away thy judgments. He hath cast out thine enemies. The King of Israel, even the Lord, is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil anymore. Again, this is a future prophecy, right? This is what's going to happen once that comes to our people. It says, no, so he has taken away our judgments, cast out our enemy, cast out thine enemy. I'm saying, listen, it's gonna be a cold day for the white man, for the African man, the Asian man, the Arab man. You know what I'm saying? Polynesian, whoever, everybody that's done evil against us. Lord, once is going to cast them out. And they're going to serve us. No doubt about it. Both sides already said it. Right, we won't do evil anymore either. So we'll only be doing what the Most High wants us to do, and that's serving Him. Verse 16: In that day shall it be said to Jerusalem, Fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thine hand be slack. The Lord thy God is in the midst of thee. The Lord thy God in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. This is showing how much the Most High loves his chosen people. How much he loved Israel. Now, this is a beautiful thing. This is something that they won't show you in the church. If they do show it, they'll twist it some way. So how it's supposed to be for the whole world. But even though it says right here, it says to Jerusalem and to Zion. This is only talking about the Israelites. It's not talking about anybody else. Anybody else he's not singing up for everybody else. It says he's going to cast out thine enemies. Who was our enemies? Everybody that put their hands against us. For that Asian man for that store up there who told a vendor up in where it took place, who told them that not to sell to that black man beauty store. To tell, I pray that his business goes out. Right. That the fire erupts and he had to close on his business, and he can't get the insurance money for it. Yeah, right. That's what I pray for, because that's what he deserves for putting his hands against a brother who's trying to make money in his own neighborhood. That's that black. He's in a black man's neighborhood. For talking about black people, he wants to try to put a black man out of business. Go back to Asian people and make money out of there and sell them wigs and shit. It's like wigs and things like that. Well, that's what he should do. But say he wants to put a black man out of business in a black neighborhood. This is why these people had to be destroyed. This is why Musa has to cast them out. Right? This is why he was saying to us once he's, once he saves us and rejoices over us. Verse 18. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly. For who are thee to whom the reproach of it was a burden? Behold, at the time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. Verse 20. And at that time I will bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth. When I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord. That's a beautiful thing we just read right there. That's what's going to happen after the Most High corrects us, which He's doing right now, which we're getting the correction right now. Once that correction is done, He saves us out of here and He brings us out of this captivity, puts us in His land. He's going to make us famous amongst other people. Like not saying they're gonna be like, oh man, like listen, I'm trying to not can I get a look at that sister right now? I mean, I just want to be able to see Kabata Moth real quick. Can I get a look of him? we're gonna be famous. Not only we're famous, we're gonna roll over them because Most High is gonna give that to us. We won't have the same burden anymore. All this that's done to us now be lifted. Our afflictions gone. You know what I'm saying? But only to those who are serving the Most High. It's gonna be Israel. Don't make no mistake. But only if you're serving the Most High, the way the Most High says, not the way you think He says. What He says. We teach only to do what the Most High says to do, not what you think you should do. You know what I'm saying? You listen to yourself for years, and find yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to yourself has been the dumbest thing you've done your whole life. I know because I've done it my whole life until I came here. And there's a sense of ease after that where we just do what you're told. Because then that falls on the man that told you to do what you did. There's an ease of mind there. You know what I'm saying? I just in school I just follow orders. Just like our brothers in the school just follow orders. That's all we can do. We follow orders because we want to follow the Most High orders when He returns. So to get that, so we'll start perfecting that now. Do what the Most High says, follow His orders. We'll be saved out of here. We won't be sorrowful anymore. Most High is going to take that, lift up that burden off our shoulders. He's going to sing to us. You know what I'm saying? Because he loves Israel. So that's the greatest love. You know what I'm saying? A man can show. You know what I'm saying? That's the father's one. It's just his child love. You know what I'm saying? And with that, you know what I'm saying, we're going to go ahead and close out the class. I'm going to go ahead and close out the class. Imagine, you just stand. Point Hakidam means turn your face to east. All right, we get to the prayers to close out the class. Right, let's start with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Mapavka, Taba'ah, Watazaka, Haya, Aisha, Baharataza, Kawa, Haya, Washamaya, Nathanawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawafnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabwafinawa, Wala'a, Tabayanawa, Bunasaya 1, Abal, Washainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wata Para, Wa'iwalam, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. In earth, in heaven. Give us this day, and lead us not to temptation. Deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right. We got the cock, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kashai, Nathalanawa, Hakat, Hakat Rapa'ah, Kal Makala, Makal, Madawa, Hakat Latahar, Hamat Zariah, Hakat, Lakwayanyu, Hamathim, Hakat, Arakarwa, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Dawad Aman. In English, Yahweh, name Yahushai. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you, so be it. All right. Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Aharyam. Ma'ayan,
Ma'yan,
Taba'a,
Taba'a,
Isaiah,
Isaiah,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayim,
Shemayim,
Wa Rataza,
Wa'ratazah,
Ayathan,
Ayathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Ragalka,
Regalka,
Ayanawam,
Ayanawam,
Shamarka,
Shemarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Sharamar,
Sharamar,
Yashra'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shemarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tzalka,
Ayat,
Ayat,
Yamyaka,
Yamika,
Wayawam,
Wayamam,
it's like Wayamam,
Wayamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Balayala,
Balayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makar Rai,
Makal Rai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Athnapashka,
Athnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Babawa Akim,
Wawaka, Ma'aitha,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
I will know.
I will love.
In English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
Whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Thou was thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Thou was thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in,
and thy coming in.
from this time forth,
From this time forth
even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalm 83. Psalm 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Ah,
Oh,
Damayalaka.
Damayalaka.
Ah, Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Wa Tashakwat.
Wa-al-Tashakwat.
Ah,
Oh,
Kayahana.
Kayana.
What, like, I'll Yabika.
Awayamyuka.
Hayamaya 1.
Yahamaya 1.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al Imaka.
Al-Imaka.
The I.
Ya'ai.
Wayamwa.
Rayamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Yawata.
Yawata.
Yaitazawa.
Ya'aitazawa.
Al Tatapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyuka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Shum Yashala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Aitazawa.
Nawa'aitazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwan.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Baryath.
Baryath.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahaya.
Ahalia.
Adawan.
Adawam.
Wayashmaalia.
Wayashma'alia.
Mawaba.
Salakia.
Mawaba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagaria.
Wahagaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Waimawan.
Waimawan.
Waimalak.
Waimalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
I'm your shub.
I'm Yeshabya.
Taz the war.
Tazawar.
Gamash your war.
Gamashawar.
Malawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Bunyawa.
Babanilawa.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadian. Kayabian.
Kayabyan.
Banakar.
Banakal.
Your Kushwan.
Yakashwa.
It's like not Shamadwood. Not Shamadwood. Ba'ayan. Dara. Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
La'adama.
Shatamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yatmawa.
Yapawa.
Ka'arab.
Ukabrab.
Kaza'aba.
Ukaza'aba.
Kazabat.
Ukazabak.
Ukatazal.
Ukatazal.
Mana'ai.
Mana'ai.
Call.
Call.
Naya.
Naya.
It's like Naisakamwa.
Nayasakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Armarwa.
Amarwa.
Nairashah.
Nairashah.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ath.
Ath.
Na'awath.
Na'awath.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
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 Shatamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Kagagala.
Kagogala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Rakah.
Lapani Rakah.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Tabaira.
Tabaira.
Yaira.
Yaira.
Kalahaba.
Wakalhaba.
Talahat.
Talaha.
It's like Harayum.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Third Dotman.
Tharadatma.
Basairakan.
Basa Iraka.
Wabasad.
Wabasab.
Wapatku.
Wapatka.
Like Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'a.
Wala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Kwaya.
Kwaya.
Bakushwa.
Wakwashwa.
Shimka.
Shamka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Waya,
Waya,
Bahawa,
Bahawa,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Waya Kaparwa,
Waya Kaparwa,
Waya,
Waya,
Ibadwa,
Abadwa,
Waya,
Waya,
the Iowa,
the Iowa,
Kaya Ata,
Kayata,
Shimka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labatgan,
Labadka,
all you one,
all you one,
Al Kar,
call,
Ha'aratazah.
Ratazah.
All right, in English, keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thou silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy peace.
and be not still, O God.
And be not still, O God.
For lo,
thine
thine enemies make a tumult,
enemies make a tumult.
and they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden one.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
let us cut them off from being a nation.
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
The name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembered,
may be no more remembrance.
for they consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
Tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and Hagarim,
and Hagarim,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
So also is joined with them.
So also is joined with them.
Their hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera,
As to Sisera.
as to Jabin,
As to
and
Jabin.
the brook of Kasan,
At the brook of Kasan.
which perished and endured.
Which perished and endured.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make them nobles like a red,
Make their nobles like a red.
and like Zaed,
And like to Ed.
yea,
Yea.
or the princes of Tabah.
All of their princes as a
And that's Zamuna,
And that's Amuna.
who said,
Who said,
let's take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of God
the houses of God
in possession.
In possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God.
make them like the wheel,
Make them like a wheel.
as the stubble before the wind,
As the stubble before the wind.
as the fire burneth the wood,
As the fire burneth the wood.
as the flames set the mountains on
As
fire.
the flames set the mountains on fire.
Persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy temper.
Make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame.
that men may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know that thou,
That men may know that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high over all the earth.
are the most high over all the earth.
All right, you get the blessings in the Hebrew. All right. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Why Mike Allah.
Wa Mayeka Allah.
Why Allahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
But Zabiah.
Wa Tizabiyah.
Allah Wap Yahana.
Allah Wap Yahana.
Ha Allah Wap you.
Ha Allah Wap Yah.
Hasaranyim.
Hasaranyam.
Quatazayayim.
Quatazayanyam.
Call Yayim.
Hakaya Yayim.
Wak Wathim.
Waha Quathya.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Dwada Aman.
The water of
All right, in English. Bless you Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captain.
The captain.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
Troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Name Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
All right, Sawai Shabby, turn to be seated. All right, any brother wants let me make sure I got it first. Everybody wants an anointing, you can step up.
I pray I get rid of this before camp.
All right. Yabaraka, Yahweh, Washamarka, Ya'ar Yahweh, Panyawa, Al Yakub, Wayakanka, Yasha'ah, Yahweh, Panyawa, Al Yakub, Waisham Laka, Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Hagun,
Kabadamah.
Kabadamah,
Kabadamah.
Kabadamah,
Kabadamah.
Kabadamah, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Kabadamah. All right. I'll read things at the end. So we're going to read Yabaraka, Yahweh, Wayashamarka, Ya'ar Yahweh, Panyawa, Al Yakub, Wayakanka, Yasha'ah, Yahweh, Panyawa, Al Yakub, Yisham Lakah, Shalom, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Hagun,
Rayana,
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 Rayana.
Rayana, Bashem Yahushai, Wad Amun. What up, sis? All right, so just so everybody know what was said. All right, said Yahweh, bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh, make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh, lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace. Yahweh, name Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, protect. Badama, right now, give it up. All right, I'm close to the Sabbath service. Praise salute. Individual Majin. All right, Majin Shabbat. Majin, Barak. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Barakatah. All right. It's like I'm going to give courtesy to the sister. I'm going to Sister Stan. Imagine. I'm trying to fix the sister. All right. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. All right. Yahweh Shamar Elatah Bashem Yahushai. And Matai. Service dismissed.